go. No. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the Mantis Show. I'm here this week. Back. You didn't think I was gonna be, but I am. I'm your host, Mantis. And with me today is my co-host and audio engineer, Box Watterson.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to the only podcast that is featuring me, an insect, and Box, an inanimate object.
Yeah. Only one.
Yeah, just an object. That's all you are. I'm objectifying you, Box.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough being a victim.
How's that feel being objectified all the time? You must feel sort of oppressed.
Yeah. I'm gonna dye my hair blue and go to college for
And wear a pussy on your head?
Yeah. And learn fucking ballet croquet studies.
Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm sure you'll get a job with that.
Yeah,
degree.
100%.
100%. If you don't,
then it's oppression. I'm being objectified again.
It's someone else's fault.
Yeah,
for not hiring you. Anyways, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome. I'm breathing really hard into the mic. What am I doing? Can you hear that? Sorry, guys. It's just like, we've completely skipped a season of fall and went straight into fuck. This is just awful, terrible. It's fucking rainy outside. It's cold. I'm like stopped up and I can't breathe well anyways. Like my nose is like, it's like I've got, what's that called? Like a deviated septum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had I looked inside of my nose one time and I could see how it was deviated and I thought it was a tumor for the longest time. And
Lord.
I went to the doctor and I made her look up my nose. And she said, going to the doctor.
She went in there and she's like, oh man, there's some gold in here.
I'm like, well, bitch, get it. Let's Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about. I've got some doctor stories, but we're not going to talk about doctors today. Today, guys. Today, I'm thinking that it's just been one of those days for me. One of those days to where you just everybody enrages you so much. You're just so fucking pissed off at the world and at just everything that happens. Like I knew from the moment I opened my eyes this morning that it was going to be a shit day.
Yeah.
It was going to be a completely shit day. And I don't have any specific anecdotes or anything I want to share with you. I just want to let you fucking know. I just want to let you know that somebody's got to listen to my terrible day.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's almost every day.
Yeah. I woke up feeling like total shit, and I feel like shit right now. So my game's a little off. But by the time this episode airs, what is it? It's gonna be it's gonna air the day after Halloween, right?
A little bit afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's the day or the 2 days after, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got any plans for Halloween?
No, not really.
Well, if you fucking had plans, what would you like? Have you ever dressed up as an adult?
No. That's something I've always wanted to do. I always think about it in fucking January or February or something. Somewhere where it's I'm so far away from Halloween. I'm I got all this time to prepare.
Yeah, I always tell myself that I'm going to do that with Christmas presents.
Oh.
I'm going to fucking buy all these Christmas presents piece by piece throughout the year. And usually what ends up happening is the moment before I walk into the door through my grandmother's house, I'm at Walmart trying to buy up a lot of shit. I'm that one kid I'm related to. What is he like?
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know these people.
How old is he now? All right, how old is she? Do they like stuff? I can get stuff. What do they like? Here, what beer? Here, kid.
Yeah, here you go.
I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. I guess I don't really have problems buying, toys for my relatives that are young boys or anything. Because I know what I would have wanted at that age. I'm dude, I can get this kid something. It'll fuck his parents' life up, but I would have absolutely loved it if I was his age. This is the toy that I wish that I would have gotten. I remember. We'll save Christmas stories for Christmas, but yeah. Anyways, preparing for the holidays and the entire mindset that I always get into is I'm with Halloween especially, I'm I'm going to dress up, I'm going to sit on my front porch, I'm going to hand out candy to kids, And usually what ends up happening is I've got this giant Halloween bowl. I'll like fill it up with candy.
Yeah.
And then I won't even put it outside. I'll just eat it myself.
Yeah.
Every year that happens. I'm like, ain't no fucking kids going. Because we live close to like a fire department, so they do that whole trunk or treat shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what fucking kid in their right mind would come here when they can sit in a fire truck and get candy?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's stupid. It's stupid of me. Stupid of me to have hope that kids want my candy. But I'm glad they don't.
Yeah. That means you can just stay at home and do nothing all day and not be bothered. So it's like every other day.
Yeah, so what are what's your costume ideas?
You know, I thought, you know what, if I am going to dress up, I thought of the perfect costume the other day.
What's that?
An Indian with the Indian headdress and everything, you know.
A Native American.
A Native American,
okay.
Yeah. But they're a cross-dresser and they're also a Muslim.
So you're hitting the
Yes.
intersectional hierarchy.
I thought it would
hard.
be very, very topical, very safe, very PC.
Man, you're turning into Doc. Fuck. Okay, so if I were to dress, ask me what I would dress up as.
What would you dress up as?
Oh, funny that you should ask, Box. So if I were to dress up as something, I actually had a really funny costume idea the other day, but I completely forgot it. So you know what? I'm just gonna come up with something that right now that I think would probably be really cool. I would be
a human fidget spinner.
Even better.
Even better.
I would be the swine flu virus.
That's old.
Because everybody forgot about it. Everybody forgot about it. And kids are going to be like, what is this? What is this? I would just be like, I don't know. Maybe I would get like some costume to where it looks like the virus on a molecular level or something. Or maybe I would just dress up as like a pig.
Yeah.
Big old fat pig. Or maybe I just hold a pig and just be like, yeah, this is the swine flu. Do you want it?
Do you want it?
I hope you've been vaccinated. This pig is infected. It has the active virus in it. You're going to get really sick.
Oh God, that sounds like a terrible costume idea.
Yeah, just a pig. That's what I'm gonna do. Then that gives me an excuse to just have a pet pig. I can just tell people not to come to my house because I have the swine flu all the time. Every day of the week. There's the swine flu is. It's so ingrained into my house that it's in my air filter for like my central AC. Like it's the swine flu's everywhere. My house can be so encumbered with it that it'll never leave. So when I move out, the people that come in next will fucking get swine flu too.
You know what would be a better costume than that?
What?
A sexy nudist. Very easy to do. All you do is just get naked, and it's already sexy. Yeah,
and I can't get in trouble because it's just a costume.
It's just a costume,
and I mean,
man.
We're all naked underneath every costume we ever wear, anyways.
That's right. That's right.
Getting down to basics, back to nature. What
That's
made
right.
men?
Yeah,
being naked, buck naked.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, you know something? It's been bugging me, and I don't know why, but it's been something that I've been meaning to talk about for maybe 10 episodes now.
Uh-huh.
And it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever thought of, but it's something, it's important. So, Box, little scenario for you.
Okay.
You're in the middle of the woods, and you're miles away from civilization.
Okay.
And you're starving. There's no fish around to fish, and there's no animals to trap. You're hungry. You're really, really, really hungry. You're famished. You're famished. So, if meat is not an option for sustenance, what's the only other option?
Plants?
Not cannibalism. Plants. Berries, nuts, little leaves and twigs and shit.
Yeah, but just by watching any fucking survival show, I could tell you right now, I would get myself killed instantly because I can't keep track of all the goddamn plants.
Right.
There's way too many, and you would have to study them for like years to understand, like, oh, this one looks exactly the same as this one, but this one's poisonous and this one's fine.
Right. So there's something I have a problem with. It's plants and fruits and shit like that. Plants that you think you recognize, they have fruit on them. They look like fruit that you recognize, but they're not.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've like walked up to a bush in the woods and it looks like it's got cherries growing on it, but they're not fucking cherries. Or something looks like it's got blueberries and it's not blueberries. It's like poisonous.
Yeah.
I have this huge problem. I can't understand why. If you look at the survival mechanisms of things in nature, right? This has nothing to do with anything we were talking about previously, but anyways, if you look at the survival mechanisms, like there's certain, like the robber fly. The robber fly, it mimics a bee so that it looks less edible to predators.
Yeah.
It looks more dangerous, right? So why is it that it's the complete opposite with plants? Why is it that plants, you know, grasshoppers and shit will make themselves look like leaves, like poisonous leaves? But plants that are poisonous will make themselves look more edible. Like, oh, look, hey, I'm a weird African strain of poison ivy, and I look like strawberries.
Yeah.
Like, they make themselves look more edible than they are.
It's because they're hoping the thing that eats it dies right underneath them, so they just they get all the nutrients right there.
That's a perfect explanation. What the fuck? And either that or it's like a person was reincarnated as like a bush, and they're like, dude, fuck, I'm done with this. Where's my next roll around? Like, what? I want to be reincarnated again. This fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I have no mobility. So it reminded me because I saw this tree a couple weeks ago, or this bush formation, and it had these little things on them. They looked just like apples. They look like little baby Granny Smith apples. Look just like them, dude. I swear to God. Look just fucking like them. And I remember it kind of brought me down, gave me a flash from the past, like a trip down memory lane. My brother and I found one of these, and my brother's like, hey, let's eat these. These are like apples. And so he took one of these little things off, and he scraped it with his teeth and was like, try it. And I was like, was it good? He's like, just try it. So I take it, and I did the same thing he did. I kind of scraped off the skin a little bit, and I tasted it. And it made my entire mouth completely numb.
Oh, God.
It made my mouth completely numb. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, how are you talking normal? And he's like, blah, 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 blah. At that point, he's like, if I die, I just want you to die with me. He said, isn't it weird? What's wrong with us? What is this?
Oh, my God. He's like, how about, if I just pass out all of a sudden, I get rid of the person who could help me, call for help.
Yeah, so we took bites off of this fucking thing, and my mouth was numb for like half an hour, dude.
Oh,
with just
my
a
God.
little, a scrape of the teeth.
That's fucked.
And I just kind of licked it off my teeth. I was like, I felt like I was eating like a vial of morphine or something.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
It's fucking bad, dude.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, those grow around here. Those are all over the fucking place. So I've got a serious problem with Mother Nature in general. You know that.
Yeah.
But
I should plant one of those out in my yard.
Why? Do you want to make all the little neighborhood kids fucking pass out?
Make them leave me alone.
Leave you alone? What do you got problems with the neighborhood kids?
They're too loud sometimes. Especially in the summer. They just sit out there on their fucking skateboards and they're like, wee! I'm like, shut up. Nobody wants to hear it.
Ripsticks are for idiots. You stupid fucking idiots.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. You just be like, set up a sign that says, don't eat the fruit or whatever.
Yeah, we got an Adam and Eve type situation, type deal. This is, you just put a sign on it and it says, tree of the knowledge of good and evil. and someone will 100% be tempted to eat it.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's going to happen. So you'll have a bunch of like kids that are, it's like they ate a bunch of fucking narcotics. Like, they're just fucking going mush mouth in your backyard.
Yeah.
The cops are going to like think you're like, it's a Jeffrey Dahmer type situation. You're going to be like, this motherfucker's drilling holes in people's heads and putting acid in the...
Yeah, this guy's got a gingerbread house or whatever, and he's luring little kids into the woods with it. It's like, I didn't plan for kids to come find my house. I just thought it would be a good idea to make a house out of candy. I didn't know kids would just start showing up and eating my property.
It's like that new witch episode of South Park.
Yeah.
Man, I'm loving the new season of South Park.
Jack and Crack.
Jack and Crack, a family tradition.
That's right. Spanning 20 years.
Man, South Park fucking got bad for that last season. This new season is amazing, though. I'm seriously, like, I'm so excited that Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they're not doing the whole serialized thing anymore.
I know. It's terrible.
Those guys they're fucking brilliant, man. If I can just be half as funny or like a quarter as funny as those guys, like, my life will be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Because satire is not easy, dude. It's like this fine line. It's got to be true, but not true at the same time.
Yeah, but it's got to be a little nuanced too.
Yeah, that's a thing, man. South Park is very fucking nuanced. Like there's just so many.
It's too smart. It's too smart for what the show looks like. So that's one of the things that makes it even funnier.
What sucks too is I don't think 90% of the fans get. I don't want to sound like a fucking Rick and Morty fan.
You got to be this intelligent to understand this show.
Yeah. But you at least have to be pretty well informed to
at least on current events to understand.
Yeah, and to see to make the bridges between like the logic that they're portraying. It's I seriously like I fucking love South Park. It's unhealthy. Anyways, something we haven't done in a few weeks, Box?
What?
We haven't mansplained anything.
That's true.
At least not consciously. Like, we haven't exclaimed. We haven't been like, hey, mansplaining incoming.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, ready for liftoff. T-minus 2 seconds. 1, 2. So I think we're gonna go back to it this week. I think it's time for a little mansplaining, guys.
Oh yeah.
So in mansplaining, we usually take a topic that you think you know everything about. You may know everything about it, but maybe not. And we usually just bring like our little perspective to it and kind of like discuss it and just bitch about it and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you've listened to prior episodes of the show. This week, parent fashion. Do you know what I mean by that? Parent fashion?
Like fucking white tennis shoes cutting the grass.
That's you getting
dad
there.
Fashion.
That's dad fashion.
Yeah.
Right there. That's wearing dad clothes, dad shoes, and New Balances. Skechers.
New Balances, yep. All white New Balances that are all green from cutting the grass.
Something that I have a problem with in parent fashion. It's whenever, nowadays, it's practically a sin to impose your, should I say, your moral values and your preconception, or your, should I say, your basic gender. You can't even tell your fucking kid that like what gender they are nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't be like, no, you're a fucking boy, act like a boy. You've got to let them choose whatever in the fuck they want.
Here's a potato sack.
Yeah.
Until you're ready.
Yeah. So you're not allowed to do that, but parents, they like to impose their will on kids in a way that I think's cruel. They like to do these parent-child T-shirt combos. You ever seen those?
Oh God.
Yeah, like Daddy's Little Stinker.
Oh no.
Or I'm her protector, and then she like the dad's daughter would have like a shirt on that says I'm his little princess. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Dude, I'm so sick.
The shirts would say like go ahead and talk to her, and then at the back on the back of his shirt he's like, but I got a 12 gauge in the trunk or something ready for you. Or some shit like that.
The
it's just
cheesy, cringy, fucking...
Oh, we get it. We get it. Your daughter's gonna grow up to be a slut. We get it.
Yeah, isn't that funny how, like, every dad is just all of a sudden the toughest guy ever, and he's gonna shoot you? I'm never gonna fucking do that. Dude, I'm never gonna, like...
Because if you do, it's a guaranteed way to get your daughter to turn into, like, the biggest slut in the whole neighborhood.
Whore.
Yeah. Be like, because Daddy wouldn't let me do anything, so now I do everything.
Yeah, there's nothing I won't do.
I got daddy issues.
Yeah. I think that's the first step into sexual promiscuity is the parent t-shirt combos, especially for girls. And, you know, I think boys, they're more... They know it. They're too cringed out by it.
Yeah.
They're aware at a pretty early age. They never really buy into that whole...
Most of the time, if something like that happens, it's like when they're too young to even speak yet. And they got those like little onesies on that's like the fucking baby of the party or some corny shit like that written on the front of it.
Yeah. Dude, I you know what else I hate about like fucking parent fashion? It's just, to me, when I say parent fashion, I mean it's like ringing, it's out of touch. It's out of touch with reality. Like something happens in the development of humans to where, like, whenever men get around 40 years old and whenever women get around 40 years old, they start to, like, dress in the same way as all the other 40-year-olds. But it's not this, like, it's not this choreographed thing. It just kind of happens. Like, women all of a sudden start wearing, like, Tweety Bird shirts.
Oh, no.
And they'll wear, like, the Three Wolf Moon shirt.
Yeah.
Like, the wolves howling at moons, and, like, they'll have white tigers and Native Americans crying, looking at, like, a sunset or something.
Yeah.
They'll start wearing those. And dads are even fucking worse.
They wear the khaki shorts.
I'm talking about something even fucking worse. I'm talking about the wannabe tough guy dad.
Oh.
That always, they all look the same. They all wear bandanas. And they'll have like a Harley Davidson shirt with an eagle on it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll wear like, they'll have like a leather wallet with a chain.
Oh no. The dads that are going through their midlife crisis.
Yep.
They're like, I'm like $100,000 in debt. But I just bought a brand new Corvette. Yeah, it's like,
and I dress like I'm a motorcyclist, but I've never ridden a motorcycle.
It's like, man, I'm gonna get all the babes with this. Oh, no. I'm divorced. I'm lonely, but I got a vet, and I'm in debt, bitches. Yeah,
got a vet and in debt.
That's right.
It goes hand in hand. That's like peanut butter and jelly, man. I don't know if I've ever met a person with a vet that's not in debt.
That's true.
Because the people,
except for the old dudes that are really old
dudes, the super old dudes, like 70, 60, 70.
They're like, I bought this thing in the fucking 40s for like $300.
Yeah, or they're just like, yep, been saving my whole life for this.
Yeah,
that's an existence that I can't wait to get old. But man, let me tell you, I don't want to have to save my entire life to get the car that I want.
Yeah, that's true.
And, I hope that I kind of skip that midlife crisis transitional stage of fashion, and I just hop straight to the super old man stage with the button-up shirt.
Where you look like you're dressing up for church every day.
Yeah. Where do they get those? Where do they always have those fucking clothes, man? Like,
dude, I've no idea.
I've never seen my grandpa, like, buy clothes anywhere. Like, yeah. I've never seen clothes bought for him. He just has clothes. Where do grandparents shop?
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea, because maybe there's just an old people store somewhere that we just don't know about.
Where do just like middle-aged people shop? Because like I've never seen a dad buy one of those bandanas. Where do you even buy a fucking bandana, dude? Like an American flag bandana? Where do you even buy that?
Walmart.
I've never even seen that there, dude.
Well, now with fucking technology, they can order it off of Amazon.
Yeah, but I've seen this for like 20 years.
Yeah, that's true.
These predated Amazon.
Yeah, this predated the internet.
Yeah. Maybe we need to find that out. Who do we call about that?
We should go find a dad and be like, where do you get your clothes?
No, because then they'll want to spend time with us and they'll think that we think they're cool.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm hip with the young people.
Well, son, I'll teach you how to dance after we go shopping.
I'll teach you how to dance, how to get all the ladies.
Yep. Ladies love a man that can move his hips. That's what my dad always says.
Oh, my God.
You know my fucking dad, dude.
Your dad's awesome.
God, my dad's so embarrassing. I don't get embarrassed by a lot, man. Like, I've been pantsed in public. But that pales into comparison to just... You remember when we went on that fishing trip? And my dad... You and I were, like, in the water, swimming around and stuff, just taking a load off. And we look up, and there was, like, some early 2000s rap song playing over the boat speakers. And we look up, my dad's dancing like he's holding on to this pole on this thing. And he's like, yeah. And he's, like, pelvic thrusting. And my mom's like, yeah.
Get it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
My parents always know how to embarrass me in front of my friends.
Your mom is like, Mantis, that's how you need to be. That's a real man right there.
That's how you get the ladies. They love him.
Oh, they love it.
Just eat you up.
Oh, God. So embarrassing. I love that, like, secondhand embarrassment. It's so good.
Dude, I fucking hate it. I can't stand it, dude. Like watching videos of you remember Skivvy? Skivvy that was on a few weeks ago?
Oh, God.
Man, let me tell you what, Skivvy, I know you listen to the show. We've all seen that video recording of you singing karaoke drunk at that bar.
Oh, that's so
bad. The
bad.
second-hand embarrassment I got off of that. Lord of mercy.
That was too much for me.
Oh,
that was
man.
too much.
He dropped the mic mid-song. With even me, though, even without doing that, just to me, karaoke is just so cringy.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. Like, even if they're good, it's so embarrassing to me, man. I can't fucking handle it.
Oh, man. Japan is just a nation of cringers. They all love their karaoke, man.
I feel like I wouldn't be as cringy there. I don't know. I feel like just doing the karaoke there, just like, I'm just participating in local culture.
Yeah.
But here, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
You know better.
Yeah, you know better. What are you doing? Those Japanese people...
They don't know any better.
They don't know any better.
They got nuked.
This is how they've always done it. They've always done it like this. Us, we haven't.
That's right. We've moved on from karaoke.
Thank God.
That was a thing in the 80s. It's over. We're done.
I fucking hate karaoke, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, other than that, what are you talking about this week?
Well, a lot's been going on in the news right now. Like, with Russia.
Oh, Russia.
You remember Russia?
Oh, I remember.
I
remember.
People wouldn't shut the hell up about it.
Yeah, apparently, our president colluded with Russia to get elected, or so they have said for the past 6 months.
Yeah, and they put all the cards on the table. Trump basically is Putin. That's what all their cards on the table saying that. Come to find out that Hillary Clinton was colluding with the Russians.
I done told you, Box. I fucking knew it from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I think that's so funny, the poetic justice. Like the way the fucking world goes round, dude. Like, what's that? What goes around comes around. I fucking love that everybody is so invested into Donald Trump colluding with Russia that they've spouted it out for the past 6 months, and then they went silent for a long time. And now they're finding out that they're the corrupt ones.
Yeah, I love the sound clips of the shit that they're saying now compared to what they said back then. They were like, anyone who gets information from the Russians that's an act of treason.
Yep.
And then now they're like, oh, it's no big deal. It's just like that episode of Bob's Burgers, the Thanksgiving episode, to where he keeps fucking brining this turkey, and then he wakes up the next day and somebody had put the turkey in like the fucking toilet. Oh, no.
And then come to find out, he had been sleepwalking, and he's the culprit. He's the one that did it. After he blamed everybody in his family, I think that's how it happened. And then he finds out that he'd been sleepwalking, and he was the one that kept putting his turkeys into the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
That's Hillary Clinton right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, man. There's just something so good about it. It's just like, I feel like this has just been an entire year of just that feeling. Like, with the election and everything, that people were saying, oh, Trump, that'll never happen. He'll never win. Hillary Clinton is basically the president now. So let's just all get our ducks in a row. Hillary Clinton won. It's over. And then fucking it plays like the Trump, like at the inauguration. He's like, yeah. It's just like, it's so funny. I just love it. I love all the fucking stupidness of
chaos.
This year.
It's like whether or not you agree with Trump or not, whether or not you support him or you think some of the things he's done are distasteful, which I think everybody can agree with that. You've got to appreciate the humor behind the whole situation.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That's what I love about it. I think it's just fucking hilarious, man. I think it's so funny.
I mean, literally, it's happening everywhere. Like, in Hollywood, the people that talk all the time about social justice and everything, turns out literally the majority of them are fucking sexual predators. You know, it's the irony is everywhere. It's like all these hypocrites all over the fucking place. It's so fucking funny. I mean, it's not as funny with the Hollywood thing. That's kind of like more fucked up, but like, it's still ironic, and it's just like, that's just what this whole year has been.
Yeah, it's been one big fucking joke.
Yeah.
One big joke, and it's been one side screaming bloody murder, screaming fucking crying wolf. And then they found out they were the wolf.
Screaming Putin.
Screaming Putin. And then they looked in the mirror, and they saw that they were a short, bald-headed little Russian guy. They discovered that. They're like, oh my God. This is actually us. No.
Oh my God. It's so good. I could just eat it up all day.
It's fucking delicious.
Oh.
Anyways, I think any episode that devolves into this much politics, I always try to avoid it. Always try to. It's a very dividing subject, and I don't like to divide people. So anytime this happens, I kind of want to stray away from it, and I feel like, this week to me is feeling kind of like a short week. A short week. I'm not feeling great, guys. My voice hurts. My throat hurts, should I say, the thing that makes my voice. And Box has got a case of the butt uglies. And
yeah, it's real bad.
It's bad, guys. It's not, and that just don't go away. It's a face only a mother could love.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to bring it to close.
I don't know what that has to do with podcasting.
You've been listening to The Mantis Show. And sorry for the short episode this week, guys. I want you to go out and enjoy your Halloween. Don't waste all your time listening to my show. You need to be out, trick-or-treating or
drinking.
Doing something a lot funner than that. Anyways, see you guys next week.